Okay. All right. Hi, this is Joy Behar speaking right now. So the good news is 71% of Americans want to hear from witnesses at the Senate trial. They really do. But I have a question. If that doesn't happen, how seriously are you considering calling new witnesses like Bolton in the House? You guys never issued a subpoena for Bolton because he said he'd fight it. Will you issue one now? He sounds like he's interested in coming by and testifying. What are you going to do?
We are considering whether to subpoena him in the House. If we're approaching this rationally, though, the senators will be the triers of fact. They should hear from the witness firsthand. It makes little sense to have the House depose John Bolton and then submit that deposition to the Senate. The Senate ought to hear from him quite directly. I also have to say that I'm skeptical that Mr. Bolton will appear before the House. He's refused to in the past. He's only said he will appear before a Senate subpoena. And yes, we could expose that there's no constitutional or legal basis to distinguish between a House and Senate subpoena. But our goal is not to make John Bolton look bad or expose the hypocrisy of that position. Our goal is to have a fair trial in the Senate, to let the senators evaluate the evidence. And unless the senators are prepared to say there's no factual issue to contest, we fully accept the House has made the case that the president did withhold aid, did withhold this White House meeting, did try to extort the Ukrainian leader to help him cheat in the election. Unless they're willing to say that there is no factual dispute, the senators need to hear from these additional witnesses. There's really no case to be made against it. And one final point, and this is often neglected.